this Firefly.ai and I use Firefly.
Okay.
Now
Because
the problem with that also is कि अभी okay, so I'm doing multiple meets with few of the angels and वो investment associate वाला background जो है उसके वजह
हाँ,
से वो काफी meets वगैरह चलती आ रही है and I am getting a huge load of data also of that Firefly AI also कि
हम्म,
इतने सारे मीट्स है इतना सारा उसका डेटा है कंटेक्स्ट है फिर उसके बाद में तो आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार लेट्स बिल्ड समथिंग अ काइंड ऑफ लेयर ऑन इट जो सिंपलीफाई कर देगा इन वन लाइनर कि यार ये मीट थी किसके बारे में.
yes, yes, exactly. Because too much data, so you are kind of managing these meets and also giving you uh, prop feedback, मतलब notes around these meets and action points, all those
हम्म.
stuff, and having that also in a proper database because Fathom does that, but there is no proper folder like structure to access your meet.
स्ट्रक्चर्ड नहीं है.
Structure नहीं है. तो Firefly has that.
हाँ फायरफ्लाई में है. फायरफ्लाई में कैसा है यू कैन सो व्हेनेवर यू डू ईच मीट ना तो वो हर एक मीट को सेपरेटली स्टोर करता है विद द टाइम स्टैम्प एंड द टैग्स ओके ऑफ द मीट एंड देन
Hmm.
इवेंचुअली वो तुम लोग को बता देता है कि दिस वाज द मीट विद दैट टाइटल एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा एंड देन you if you are interested to see that then you can click on it and check ki what was the summary what was the details etc etc.
Yes, actually, they are building many wearable tech around this technology. ना there are many
हाँ
rings.
वो
ये
अब
वो भी
अब
है जो कि
wearable techs if we are going into IoT and wearable tech then that's a altogether a different niche interesting
different
one
ball game.
but yeah
But मतलब software plus hardware is going to be the niche for the new
अरे
startup.
definitely
So you,
definitely
AI.
I came across few startups who are using AI based analysis models on IoT sensors and managing the whole factory machinery.
You can actually, that is the true gold mine of startup ideas. Merging hardware with software. Now that with AI, hardware can literally talk and hear. So you have given those things to hardware. So a lot of um, exciting stuff can be built around hardware.
वो भी एक जॉनर है वो भी एक गोल्ड माइन है. इट
Actually,
इज अनदर गोल्ड.
ऐसे छोटे छोटे प्रोजेक्ट्स बिल्ड करना चाहिए ना कि ऐसे
अरे
सपोज
मैंने
वी
कर
हैव.
दिया ना अभी. सी क्या हुआ पता है क्या. आई टेल यू ऑनेस्टली सॉरी गाइस अगर मैं ज्यादा टाइम ले रहा हूँ तो बट एक्चुअली फॉर रेजिंग दिस पॉइंट्स एंड एवरीथिंग एवरीथिंग वो वाला जो पार्ट था ना आई वाज गेटिंग टू बोर्ड टू मेल एवरी पर्सन इंडिविजुअली. तो मैंने एक ऑटोमेटेड ईमेल मशीन बना दी मेरी. मैं उसमें सब सब वीसीज का सब एंजल्स का ईमेल लोड कर देता हूँ और वो ऑटोमेटेड सबको भेजते रहता है.
फॉलो अप मेल्स को भेजते रहता है.
या वो भी कर दिया मैंने.
एक्चुअली यूजिंग दिस टूल्स वो ये चीजें और इवन आईओटी प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह भी pretty exciting. अगर in our group also we can do small projects like this. If someone has a use case कि मुझको ऐसा चाहिए तो we can try to solve their problems through whatever tools we know. So uh,
Sure, 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 sure.
these
Let
sessions
others
should
speak
be.
now. Let others
Yes.
speak about their experiences now.
Hi Piyush, how are you?
Hi Sankar. Hi
हाँ,
everyone.
कैसा
It's
चल रहा
good.
है? Like, how's
Yeah.
कैसा how's
भाई
ICSE?
year end चल रहा है.
Year end चल रहा है. Yes, I understand your pain. Still you have
हम्म.
come to attend the meet. हाँ, Banu,
Uh,
uh, how how are you using? Did you no after our last session did you use ChatGPT for any more use cases?
No, I didn't find them to use right now. I was keep on traveling, huh? That's why
हाँ,
here and
Mazgado, all shipping companies are doing good. Yes,
yes.
yes, Ankur, you want to say something?
So just one like one use case of Chat GPT, which actually like it kind of saved my life in a
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
So we were in Switzerland in January,
Okay.
and we were staying in this small we were organizing an event in Davos on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum, and we were staying in this small town called Ardes. It's like literally like the entire population of the town is 400 people. It must be like uh,
Uh,
like a very very small town, and it's like towards the border of Austria,
okay.
and everything was in Germany. So I somehow my in my room the heater was not working, and I started feeling very cold in the night. And these were like the house was like 400 years old, right? Beautiful house,
Bro.
everything, but everything was so I went to the heater. I could not figure out how to operate it because it was all written in German. I just clicked a snap of it, put it on
Uh,
ChatGPT, and then asked for instructions, and they guided me very clearly. You know, toggle this, toggle that, switch this button on, switch this button off. You want extra heat, do this, and I could manage to do it. Otherwise, I was absolutely clueless. So it was like I was like pretty.
yes.
It saved my life literally.
Yes, because they have such good vision models. कि you can upload multiple images and it is even though the images are choppy and it's able to figure out कि what exactly do you need. So वही बोलते हैं ना
Yeah,
कि your words also cannot communicate, but it's able to understand your thoughts. Yes, maybe he
yeah.
needs this. So that's what AI has done. Okay, it has overcome language itself. क्योंकि it's able to get your feel. Okay, even though um, those things don't make sense, but he understands कि उनको क्या चाहिए होगा. I use it
Hmm.
all the time. मेरा चैट जीपीटी फोन पे हमेशा ऑन ही होता है. मुझे कोई भी चीज
Us,
यस यस वेदांत.
us, bhai, us. To be very honest, I genuinely say this every time. By if there was no chat GPT during my engineering tenure, I would be an engineer.
I use it. You will be shocked the things I use it for. Okay, so after I take my morning shower, I literally point it to my wardrobe and ask it कौन सा matching होगा. Okay, for this meet. Okay, for which this shirt, what color pants should I wear? This also I ask
Crazy,
ChatGPT. Okay, so my friends tell me you don't need girlfriend. You have found ChatGPT.
crazy, bhai.
And
But
so one day I was cleaning my desk. Okay, so I wanted to organize it in some way, and so I just clicked 4 5 photos from 4 5 angles, and I asked what will be some good way so that it's what is my purpose, where do I sit, and it's good to have these conversations. And memory is actually a good problem in chat gpt.
memory is solved. Okay,
Hmm.
so how problem hai, but to be very honest, there is a tool which I'm using called as Spices. Okay, it is specifically for developers and it has a long memory context जहाँ पे it somewhere remembers what you have been into the conversation. Okay, what was the code, what was the things which were going on, and then it provide you insights on basis of that past experiences or that backtracking. Okay. And backtracking is necessary for the memory context thing. So it is kind of solved, but the problem in the memory context is not the actual memory context, it's the ability to iterate according to the memory context.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Understanding? Let's just suppose कि building my code on VS. Okay, the VS Code is an IDE. We are building the code on VS, and right now I downloaded that tool जहाँ पे it has access to my operating system in the laptop and it has access to my files and all the context of code. It can generate me the things which could solve the errors, basically which could debug or solve the errors, but it can't manage and iterate all the files at the same time.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Understanding? See, I'm from a technical background, but still I'll keep it very low-key simple. When you do a change in a specific file ना, उसके
Hmm.
साथ में जितने भी फाइल्स है या फिर उसके साथ में जितने भी मॉड्यूल्स कनेक्टेड है ना, they get affected. And once you do a single file change, you need to do the changes into that multiple files too, which result in more multiple files change. The classic paradigm. Okay.
So,
And so that's why somewhere this Spices helps. But again, it is not 100% fit. It needs changes. But the major context or major problem which I'm facing right now is the tokens. क्योंकि कैसा बताएगा each prompt, each generation, each iteration need some X amount of tokens, and the speed on which I am using that is so crazy कि भाई मेरे को
uh,
जनरेशनल डेप्थ टोकन से ही आ जाएगा.
actually, this is also something I also was researching this week. कि Chat GPT's Pro मतलब plan cost around 2000 bucks, right? But not but you are not using it that much. So, but if you could get the per token API, it actually costs way less sometimes, right? So there are many aggregators, AI aggregators, right, which aggregate all the AI models, and based upon your use, matlab, they charge you very less. So I actually
Yeah.
tried. I put out
Hmm.
a LinkedIn post around Mammoth AI, na.
हाँ
So
हाँ देखा.
I kind of use that. So if someone wants na, they can actually try out this tool. This is pretty cool. There are so it gives you access to all these matlab, image generation tools like matlab, Gemini, Mid Journey, Stable Diffusion, Flux, and also you get all these AI models. So what I wanted to try out. One second.
Uh, in my context now, okay, so I told you कि I am working as investment associate to the firm, right?
Mm-hmm.
तो वहाँ पे there are multiple decks, वहाँ पे there are multiple MIS documents, etc., etc. So I don't use GPT for that. Okay, it might sound very amusing or very like something unusual, but I don't use GPT. I refine the bit of a data, understand it first myself, and then input like create specific list of prompts. कि यार मेरे को जानना क्या है actually. I create that questionnaire and then eventually I put it into Perplexity. अब परप्लेक्सिटी के जो मॉडल्स है ना दे आर वे रिफाइंड एंड वे बेटर than GPT, than Gemini, than Grok, etc., you name it. And the simple reason which I potentially think might be the reason is the thing which Perplexity nailed. Yeah, the thing which Perplexity nailed is context correlation. Okay. Up, if I tell you in very layman language or simple language, context correlation means let's just suppose you search about IPL.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, जैसे Google search engine use करता था backlinks to generate anything and everything which is onto the web related to IPL, Perplexity using AI to refer the tags or refer the words as the context, and it generates anything and everything, and then it ranks कि यार ये ज्यादा correlated है and eventually shows you the result. और ये चीज के वजह से whenever I provide my data to Perplexity, it provides way better output than sometimes
Chat
GPT and Gemini.
Actually, I have not used Perplexity, but one issue that I have found in ChatGPT is that sometimes the articles are not relevant enough, or the sites that it throws upon are not relevant enough. I don't know if Perplexity solves that. Uh,
ट्राई इट राइट नाउ. एक काम कर लो, कोई आपका ये कर लो, वहां पे ऑप्शन है ना, वहां पे कोई भी डेटा फाइल डाल के चेक कर लो, पीडीएफ वगैरह डालो और चेक कर लो अभी.
Hi Santosh, how are you?
Hey, sorry for the delay. I
Uh,
missed.
so congratulations, Santosh. Recently got married. Everyone.
Married, engaged.
Engaged. Okay. So when is your marriage?
Not finalized yet.
I thought marriage के photos थे वो.
No.
When did you get engaged?
Last Sunday.
Sunday. So is so good, मतलब good great day for him. जल्दी से जल्दी तुम्हारा मैरिज का फाइनलाइज हो तो we'll have our investor club का meeting in Hyderabad.
Okay, sure.
Yes. So we were talking about some AI tools here. So yes, Perplexity may also you have all types of models available. Na? You can use
No,
various basis.
Perplexity doesn't use other models. Perplexity has their models. So the best model from Perplexity is Sonar model. Okay, it is very good for reasoning, etc., etc. And it does the work of a deep research also. अभी काम करना try कर लो. It is way
What
simpler,
what should
right?
I what should I put?
कुछ भी एक see do
Hmm.
two things. First कुछ भी
Hmm.
Google search जैसे करते हो वैसे कर लो. And
Hmm.
second upload a PDF and try to get summary or context of that.
Hmm. 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 So for
You
example,
ask like which stocks to invest in the currency.
Ah, works way better works.
Google तो will not be able to give me anything.
नहीं गूगल ठीक है गूगल जेमिनी पे ट्राई कर लो बट
हाँ,
हाँ लाइक set some parameters and try it कि
ठीक है. Okay.
see I am
Direct इसमें
seeing
try.
this trends XYZ क्या क्या क्या
Yes. तो डायरेक्ट परप्लेक्सिटी में ट्राई करते हैं.
हाँ डायरेक्ट परप्लेक्सिटी पे में ट्राई कर लो I am seeing this XYZ trends in the market of this XYZ market and etc 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 so which stocks to invest
What is the current मैंने what are in the current market hash what are some good stocks to invest in just
वेट अरे ठीक है चल फॉलो अप में पूछ लेंगे
hmm. So it went through screener. Okay, economic times का एक आर्टिकल है देखते हैं बट व्हाट आर्टिकल इट इज. ओके रिसेंट आर्टिकल लिया है 22 मार्च का एंड ओके आर्टिकल नहीं है ऑलमोस्ट सारे ब्रोकरेज कॉल्स को उसने एनालिसिस किया है. जेएम फाइनेंशियल के एक्सिस सिक्योरिटीज का पिडिलाइट इंडस्ट्रीज एक और इकोनॉमिक्स टाइम्स का आर्टिकल है. इट आल्सो हैज गिवन यू सोर्सेस where it is taking the information from. So it has given you TCS. Yes, it's at a good price after a good correction in the market. Infosys, Hindustan Unilever, Asoka Buildcon. So basically, it has what it has done. Okay, these are the sources that it has taken. We'll just look at whether it has taken good sources. This is also a recent source. What to do when stock market crashes? This is a okay. So it has taken some investing fundamental के uh, articles. CNBC 18 का कुछ आर्टिकल है. This is February 20th का article. So, so good articles. I would say these are good articles that it has taken. I would probably, would have, gone through these articles only.
अब फॉलो अप में पूछो सो अब फॉलो अप में पूछो बेसिस अपॉन योर आंसर can you state or prove why these stocks are actually good responders or actually the good stocks to invest? What's the proof or the criteria on which you selected these stocks?
Hmm. So it has gone again, you know. So the one good thing is here is that it is constantly putting out good sources. ChatGPT mostly, just runs through training data. Only when you ask it to search, it will search. But here, Perplexity is constantly pulling out relevant and recent articles. You know, so okay, TCS it has favored over Infosys by primarily due to strong market position, ability to observe rising costs related to US tariffs. Let's try this in ChatGPT also. Let's see how it does. So one good thing here is that it's giving me very relevant and recent data. It's not giving me general answers. So yeah, US tariff is a very recent uh, thing that has happened, and it has given its commentary on that. Based upon that, it has given its explanations. Rising demand for
Actually.
AI integration.
Uh,
So
And that's why, okay, so to spoil something here, but हमारा
hmm,
जो second agent था, large language
hmm,
model context वाला,
hmm,
उसके लिए we are using this perplexity.
okay.
So, so
Hmm,
it would be way more precise, way more better, and
hmm.
way more crispier than anything.
Bro, I have never used Perplexity because I thought Perplexity uses, OpenAI's models only. Because Arvind would constantly put out tweets ke they are using, you can use DeepSeek, you can use OpenAI models through Perplexity. But turns out they have their own, uh, they are kind of using these models only, but they have fine tuned it. So that's what I think.
Yes, fine-tuned it way better. The thing which they have cracked is they have actually defeated Google search.
Yes, they are trying to be the next search engine, matlab browser, the next browser for your next search engine, right? So
I
let's see
used
how.
Gemini. I think from the AI options, I like Gemini's answers. I never saw
Hmm.
the perplexity before. It's
Let's
something
see.
new.
Let's see with Gemini also.
And
Gemini actually
you have to buy everything,
Gemini
I
is
guess.
good.
Only 10 or 15 answers they give for free.
in Perplexity or where?
Most of them, everyone, like Grok, I saw they only give 10 responses in 2 hours. So
Hmm.
every 2 hours, your 10 responses get reinstated. You can use them.
Okay, so let's ask Gemini the same question.
Ask both of the questions same in same order.
पहले ही बोल दिया क्या करना चाहिए but because they are mainstream AI models, they always play safe.
नहीं बात मेन स्ट्रीम का नहीं है इट इज अपॉन हाउ यू आर ट्रेनिंग द मॉडल एंड आर यू लाइक होल्डिंग इट समवेयर ओके लाइक यहाँ पे restrictions लगा दिए हैं एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा द रीजन बीइंग इज ना as Google is a kind of big
Yes.
company they got few policies few responses and that's why they can't suggest directly. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
but
Hmm.
Gemini is also good. Problem with Gemini which I face ना is the typical Google problem कि यार वो context और data बहुत ज्यादा खा जाता है मेरा.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Okay,
So
so
one thing
uh,
here is that the जो articles उन्होंने scrape किए हैं ना, the sources they are giving me are not relevant. ये सब इन्वेस्टोपीडिया से लिया है. अभी आई वांट रीसेंट, मतलब contextual, जो तुमने बोला ना कि आज के कंटेक्स्ट में क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है मेरे लिए. So that is वो perplexity has cracked the right articles to follow. So Google, even though being the उसको ज्यादा पता होना चाहिए how to get the right articles for the right query. So it is giving me general answers कि these are good companies और तुम ऐसा ऐसा करना चाहिए क्रैश के टाइम पे. But good answer but not useful to this use case. Let's try Chat
yeah,
GPT how it does.
Right. I've classified my use case AIs in different things. Well, suppose I need to write something, for that
Mm.
ChatGPT is really good. If I
Mhm.
want to understand something, then Gemini is good. And if I
Mhm.
want to search
Mhm.
something or validate something, then I
Mhm.
use Perplexity. So मैंने वो classify
Yes.
करके रखा है. I've made a list myself.
Yes, yes, it's so true. Because Gemini is very good at explaining stuff, and it's pretty cheap as well. So for normal tasks and for coding stuff, understanding code bases also, most of people use Gemini and
नहीं कोड के लिए I use Claude.
Claude
Anthropic का Claude. Yeah.
for generating code
Yes.
bases.
कोड के
So
लिए
I
क्लाउड इज वे बेटर द ओके सो कोड के लिए आई यूज स्पाइसेस एंड क्लाउड प्रॉब्लम
hmm.
विद क्लाउड इज उसका टोकन्स वाला वही वाला गेम सो दैट्स व्हाई आई
Ah,
प्रेफर टू स्पाइसेस ओके
this is
बट
something actually when I used Claude for 2 3 months. The the best thing I liked about Claude, it is not regulated in any way. So you ask it anything, it gives you the right answer. However, in Chat GPT, it fine tunes its responses. कि तुम अगर सब कुछ पूछो which is not mainstream, ठीक है, जैसे कि I have lot of interest in astrology. So if I ask it something about astrology, about planets and all, about Indian spiritual astrology stuff, it's always okay, these are not scientifically backed, or you should not, as a chat GPT will give you this generic answer कि ऐसा ऐसा है, but you should not focus, और तुमको मतलब consult a proper doctor या ऐसा कुछ. And what Claude does is that it gives you very detailed uh, uh, responses that you can find only in ancient Vedas or ancient texts of from in Sanskrit texts. So I'm like that the thing that the data that Claude is trained out of, and also the responses are so unhinged. You ask it anything, it will talk about that. It will not you know unnecessarily try to direct you कि you do not follow this, or mm, give you
yep,
too
yep,
many
yep.
disclaimer. Let's see how
Okay, and uh, sorry to
we'll ask
interrupt Shankar,
ChatGPT.
but Santosh का एक message आया था which I saw. Okay,
Hmm.
so about images generation etc etc.
Hmm.
And to answer that, okay, majorly depend upon the कौन सा context image generate करना है. If you want to generate a generic AI वाला image etc etc, Meta AI does it brilliantly. WhatsApp पे ही कर देता है वो, but Meta AI
Hmm.
does it brilliantly. But if
Hmm.
you want to generate an image like a graph or some data backed images, so for that I go for Perplexity.
Perplexity. Hmm.
हाँ अरे आई एक्चुअली डिड दैट थिंग परप्लेक्सिटी में मैंने मेरा ये डाला था CSV फाइल डाला था एंड आई प्रिपेयर्ड thorough research on that using parameters and I told Perplexity to generate a graph for me. Okay, एक बार ग्राफ जो है वो जनरेट करके मेरे को दो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टाइम्स एंड सम ऑफ दिस XYZ company and it did provide me the best graph. Okay, it is really good.
Cool. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with Perplexity now, because see that the answer that ChatGPT gave me, if I compare it to what Perplexity gave me, there is O3 Mini is one of the advanced models currently that we have, and it's giving me an answer, but it's not, it's assuming it's assuming that I am from US, but Perplexity kind of understood how to put it in the Indian context. So I'll again ask it again. Okay, I meant from Indian context. And also, if you see, it has from US context also, it has got some good articles as well. This is one article it went to, which is March 21st. So I would say no, O3 is also good at it. Let's see what does it what does it do in Indian context. Okay, so it has given me some names, Hindustan Unilever. Okay, but it's not talking about the crash. Okay, so it's giving me a lot of names. It's talking about the business, why it's a good company, but you know what about the current market situations, right? So let's look at the uh, websites that it is referring to. Are these good websites? Okay, it has referred to a Economic Times article which is of uh, March 21st. So okay, it's actually looking at right articles. We'll give it that. Okay, the articles are good, but yes. So I would say it's a pretty concise thing, but Perplexity obviously has a better response than this. Let's ask the follow-up question. Let's see what it does. Have you tried deep research on OpenAI? Haven't tried.
Yes, yes, I've tried everything and everything. You name it.
It takes some time for deep research to.
Okay, so the problem with deep research which I faced now, it plans your actions and the scenarios, everything peacefully and perfectly,
Hmm.
but it doesn't allow me to change the context or it doesn't allow me to add new constraints in that meantime or in that same cache time. Like for example, let's just suppose कि मैं एक XYZ कंपनी का रिसर्च कर रहा हूँ.
Hmm.
Okay. So in that context, if I told him कि यार I want to do research on this recent 6 months, तो वो recent 6 months के accordingly वो plan करके मेरे को बता देगा कि what are parameters you should consider XYZ. But if I tell him in between कि यार sorry I actually wrongly said about 6 months, I wanted to say 6 years. तो वो
Hmm.
उतना easily या फिर उतना fastly वो adapt नहीं कर पाता है. क्योंकि हर देर इज अ मेजर डिफरेंस इन 6 मंथ एंड 6 इयर्स ना पैरामीटर से बदल जाते हैं.
Hmm. 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 Also, the use cases for deep research is also I'm not able to find the perfect use case for deep research. Because almost everything you can, it's better you work with O3 Mini because you can interactively work with that, work on the research. You know, browse as you need or do data analysis. So that unsupervised research is not that great a use case. Today
It
I have not found.
is, but it
Hmm.
is, but problem isn't about the unsupervisedness. It is about the conversationalness. Here you
Hmm.
can't iterate and converse with it. The data. That's why we are building the data list. Na? The insight
Hmm.
behind building
Hmm.
data list was that simple. कि यार I got my data. I
Hmm.
got LLMs जिसके पास में generational context है. What if I can use this LLM context on my data and converse with my data to generate more and precise insights?
Hmm.
Okay, so that's what the thing, and that's why on the version 2 we are
Menace,
going on this thing.
Menace AI kind of did that, na? You can,
हाँ, अब
you can.
that's why I call like Manus is our competitor
Hmm.
because it is using that same dual agent architecture
Hmm.
which we are doing.
Hmm.
मेनस का भी प्रॉब्लम है. मेनस कैसा है पता है क्या? मेनस ने और एक लेवल क्रॉस कर दिया. द लेवल विच यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द कॉन्टेक्स्ट और द कॉन्वर्सेशनलनेस ना, वो तो है ही. बट मेनस ऑटोमेट्स योर ऑल द टास्क. लेट्स जस्ट सपोज कि यू आर राइटिंग टू मेनस, हे मेनस, access to my Google Gmail account, prepare a draft for my recent update or in the newsletter and talk about Manus AI or talk about the AI vertical revolution and send that to all of the people who are subscribed to my newsletter. वो एक प्रॉम्प्ट में आपके 500 1000 जितने भी बंदे रहेंगे न्यूज़लेटर में उनको पूरा वो न्यूज़लेटर वाला मेल मिल जाएगा. दैट हाउ पावरफुल मैनस कैन बी.
Hmm.
And
Look good.
that's why he. Hmm.
Have you used Menace? I try, send them a request, but they haven't given me.
नहीं नहीं एक्सेस नहीं है, दे हैव प्रोवाइडेड द जेस्ट ना कि जितने यूज केसेस वो लोगों ने करके बताए।
हम्म
आई हैव ट्राइड दैट ओनली कि हाँ भाई वो एक्चुअल में कैसे जा रहा है, क्या जा रहा है, लाइक एक्चुअली डिड द डीप रिसर्च ऑन दैट कि बना कैसे है, कर क्या रहा है, कैसे कर रहा है, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, बिकॉज वी वर इट इज काइंड लाइक अ डायरेक्ट टेक्निकल कॉम्पिटिटर टू अस, बट या द कंटेक्स्ट वाज सेम कि भाई इट हैज ऑटोमेटेड मोस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स। अब वो लॉन्च होने के बाद में प्रॉब्लम क्या है बताएगा उसका, इट इज लॉन्च एज ए जेनरिक डेटा, ओके, जेनरिक डेटा मॉड, जेनरिक डेटा एजीआई। अब जेनरिक डेटा एजीआई के साथ में प्रॉब्लम ये है कि एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम के बाद में इट वोंट बी दैट अप्रिशिएटेड।
क्योंकि
ओके
स्पेसिफिक
सो
यूज केसेस को वो हैंडल नहीं करता।
हाँ, अब दिस इज माय परसेप्शन और दिस इज माय ओपिनियन, ओके। मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि वेन एवर यू प्रॉम्प्ट ना, योर प्रॉम्प्ट इज बीइंग बैक ट्रेन्ड एंड द होल एंटायर एलएलएम का जो ब्रेन है या फिर जो मेमोरी कंटेक्ट है ना, वो उसके ऊपर फाइन ट्यून होते रहता है। ओके,
हम्म।
ऐसे सपोज कि मैंने से है वो वाला मॉडल लगाता है, फिर वो वाला इंसेट लगा के ये करता रहता है, इट कीप्स ट्रेनिंग अपॉन द यूजर फीडबैक्स। ओके, अब यूजर कैन डू एनीथिंग ऑन मैंने से है यार, तू जीमेल से लिखो, न्यूज़लेटर लिखो, आज की कोई
हम्म
साईफाई ऐप बनवा ले, कुछ भी कर रहे, बट
हम्म
मैनस इज गेटिंग द जिस्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग। एंड जिस्ट ऑफ एवरीथिंग का प्रॉब्लम ये है ना, जो प्रॉब्लम पर इसने जीपीटी ने फेस किया ना, इट वुड फेस द सेम प्रॉब्लम कि
हम्म
इट इट इट्स आंसर वुड बिकम वेरी जेनरिक।
जेनरिक, वेरी जेनरिक हो जाए। इसीलिए फॉर बिजनेसेस ना, ट्रेनिंग कस्टम LLMs, ट्रेनिंग कस्टम AI models for that business, for their data, it will become a huge thing. That's why IT companies are becoming even more important than ever, because the now you need an even bigger data set, database, for companies, even bigger hardware machinery, because now you need a AI that is private to you, that is trained on your data, that works as you want. So, and so that's something a pretty.
That's what data less is.
Exactly,
That,
exactly. That's
For
exactly the.
India, I think there is one AI that might come up would be
Hmm.
Kritim, Ola's AI.
Ola's
अरे ओला,
Ola.
Uh,
Well, I
he's
have no
it's
idea
a
what is worked.
I
What
mean,
the.
he
ओके,
using it internally for now within the company.
Hmm.
Not open yet, but I only AI I know is that one for now.
Hmm.
If some
From
अब
other
India.
कृतिम
AI
के साथ में भी
models are
प्रॉब्लम है।
building,
Yeah, actually,
ओके सो
India is not working on creating its own AI, na. Because we do not have
नहीं
that much
करना
of
चाहिए।
infrastructure. And Nandan Nilekani kind of told कि we should build wrappers instead of the actual AI itself.
हाँ, actually, see, I agree on that point. You shouldn't create a large language model, okay, dedicated to AI. अब इंडिया एआई का जो मूवमेंट है ना, दे आर डूइंग दैट स्टफ, creating an LLM specifically for India, and it is good. But the thing is ना, when you build a large language model or a context, it is not profitable as a business for you.
Hmm.
Okay, but when you build a wrapper or build a specific
Service.
platform or service, it is way more better, way more scalable, and way more efficient for businesses. क्योंकि see, okay, I'll give you this is a simple example कि आपका डेटा है ना एक डेड बॉडी की तरह पड़ा है। ओके,
Hmm.
अब डेटा के ऊपर व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, बिल्डिंग अ लार्ज लैंग्वेज मॉडल इज लाइक पुटिंग अ सोल इनटू इट। ओके, तो
Hmm.
ऑन दैट डेड बॉडी इफ यू आर पुटिंग अ सोल, यू हैव क्रिएटेड अ ह्यूमन जो आपको रिस्पॉन्सेस देगा।
Hmm.
But when you are building a specific body, or when you are building a specific service oriented agent, it has knowledge or information related to a specific context.
Hmm.
Okay, and that is more helpful than a single human who is roaming like a
Normal.
Neanderthal, etc., etc., जो कुछ
Hmm.
भी किए जा रहा है।
Specific. डेटा स्पेसिफिक इंटेलिजेंस बोल सकते हो, वो दैट इज द नीड. यस.
Well, sorry guys, मैंने अगर बोर कर दिया रहेगा तो, but I just couldn't stop.
No. But I would say a very good conclusion of this discussion is Perplexity is a very good AI tool. I am real. I have actually last uh, week I used Mammoth. So I used Claude, GPT, and Gemini all together. So I found ChatGPT was way better than all of them. But in here I could see Perplexity's responses were way better than ChatGPT also. Very generic responses here, even though it was better than Gemini, but Perplexity has better responses. For okay, and as Santosh asked, na, for image generation, I think Gemini 2.0 had very good update this week. I think it was their Flash model. I think which one was
Flash,
generate
Flash,
Flashy, है ना?
Flash भी करता है, Flash भी करता है.
So it was like you can upload your images and ask it to edit. I think Grok also introduced that, na? You can edit your images.
Grok can do also. But okay, so मैं just wait कर रहा हूँ. Okay,
Hmm.
there has been a recent partnership of
Hmm.
Nvidia, Disney and a X company. मेरे को वो X
Hmm.
company कौन सी है याद नहीं है. It is an AI company, etc. in the Big Four. Okay, but वो partnership जो है ना, वो specifically related to AI based animation, AI based video generation,
Hmm.
AI based image generation के ऊपर ही है. And उसके जो results है, they are crazy good.
We actually I have used Photoshop, and it is very hard to use Photoshop. So let's see if Gemini is able to do anything about it. If you have an AI that can help you do with image generation, image editing, currently there are a lot of image generation tools, but बहुत random generations होते हैं. You cannot work upon your generation. जैसे मुझको suppose एक इसका background change करना है. I don't know if it will be able to do that. Let's try. Change the background
Ask him to
of
make you a Superman.
इतना इतना भी नहीं कर पाए. वो बोलेगा पहले औकात देखो. अपनी औकात देखो भाई.
नहीं कर लेगा यार, कर लेगा, ट्राई तो कर.
यही तो है ना, फ्लैश थिंकिंग शायद यही मॉडल था सर. नहीं ये नहीं था क्या?
नहीं फ्लैश नहीं है, दूसरा है. थिंकिंग नहीं है, थिंकिंग नहीं है.
थिंकिंग नहीं था ना. आई थिंक इट वाज गूगल एआई स्टूडियो में ही कुछ था किधर. अच्छा ये था इमेज जनरेशन.
इमेज
चेंज
जनरेशन फ्लैश.
चेंज द बैकग्राउंड ऑफ द पिक्चर.
वो बीच वाला बैकग्राउंड लगाने बोल दो.
लो कुछ तो करके दो. करने दो उसको.
अरे वो बीच वाला लगा के दे देगा.
अरे
नाइस.
उसको
नाइस.
नाइस.
Now ask him to make Superman, no?
अरे वो
भाई बैटमैन बना देगा वो.
वो एआई है, वो भगवान नहीं है.
नहीं अभी वो बैटमैन बना देगा.
Picture change करेगा ना at least.
ओके टर्न मी इनटू. क्या सुपरमैन करना है कि क्या करना है?
हाँ
सुपरमैन
सुपरमैन करता है.
वो चलो देखते हैं क्या है. वो डायरेक्ट सुपरमैन की फोटो दे देगा क्या?
देखते हैं यार hallucinations.
भाई
It is nice.
नहीं this is better. To be very honest, this is better.
make me fly in
Sky.
sky around
Taj
clouds and sun.
Near Deomali.
देवमणि. अभी राजमौली is in देवमणि. देखा वो रील देखा था. अरे देखो हो गया अभी ये. दिस इज
उड़ा
ए गुड
दिया भाई.
थंबनेल. दिस इज ए गुड थंबनेल. आई कैन यूज दिस थंबनेल. This probably solves why it takes you probably 1-2 hours to create something like this in Photoshop. Also, let us download this. I'll tell you what the details that is done. I don't know if it's okay. Wait 1 second. Okay, so let me show you what it has done. Okay. I'll say it has not done a good job around the eyes, but it is Sankalp. Anyone can look and say,
अरे
see,
नहीं, वो
hmm,
उसने आइस के साथ भी काम किया है. आई हैव
yeah,
जस्टिफिकेशन. आप हवा में उड़
uh-huh.
रहे हो ना, तो विंड प्रेशर तो होगा ना, उसके वजह से आइस वैसी है. Think on it, यार,
but see,
फिजिक्स.
my teeth is properly misaligned as it is, and
प्रॉपरली
or
मिसअलाइंड.
or see the light it is throwing upon the hair, na? The sun ka light. It takes you a lot of time in Photoshop to do that, and I would say the details are also good. The hairline is also perfect. The so and also the clouds are so it's a pretty good job. You can use something like this on thumbnail. I can take it to Canva and it will take me 5 minutes to create a good thumbnail
Mhm.
around it. This is probably thumbnail
Now
of this
just make
like
change the Superman dress to Jesus. It will be apt as Jesus Christ. It will be
भाई
it
लटका के मार
will
देते हैं क्या?
exactly. It will fit very fine.
ठीक है.
The Easter
Yes.
day, some
चलो, I'll
Jesus is
take your leave,
rising
guys.
from.
डिनर को जाने का है मेरे को.
so yes, Medans, pretty good session we had. Thank you for joining. Yes. So I'll use probably Gemini a lot out of after this. Also, let us. I have heard that even I think 1 second. Grok, matlab Twitter's thing also has this. So let's see if Twitter is also able to do this. So let's see. So this is Twitter. So I go to Grok and I ask it Grok 3, and we ask the same thing we asked Gemini. Okay, change the background of the picture, and we go here and we ask it to change the background of the picture. Okay, edit image इसमें करना पड़ता है शायद. And okay, ये नहीं. 1 second. So probably what we'll do is we'll go this, we'll copy this image, we'll paste this here. Okay, let's see if it's able to do this. ट्राई अरे चार इमेजेस जनरेट कर रहा है ये. Not none of them look like. Okay, it has generated something, but none of them look like me. So clearly Gemini is way better than this. So
Grok,
this
Grok is
is
very straightforward. It will give you befitting replies.
Grok has no filters because Twitter people are like no filter na, so they are catering to their audience. Okay, it should give you not hold anything. ChatGPT is filtering out lot of things, so that's why Grok is where you get the truth. But image generation, I think Gemini does a very good job. I think sorry, which was Gemini? Okay, this is Gemini. So Gemini did a pretty good job here, and it added an extra smile. It changed the angle also a little bit, and but the clarity is not that good. In Grok, the clarity is way better. See, it is HD photos that is generating. The details are much there. A lot of details there. Here, the details are not there, but the face it's able to maintain the face, facial structure. So yes, very interesting, very interesting. There are many stuff it can do. Actually, there was a pretty good Twitter thread. We'll look at this one thing. Just give me a second. We'll look at various use cases of Gemini. So okay, okay. So the thing is that it can change. So instead of changing background, I can ask it make the picture more casual, make the profile picture more casual. Okay, so now it's not about okay. Now the generation is not following the right क्योंकि उसने पूरा ओके मेक द बैकग्राउंड मोर कैजुअल बोल रही है it didn't change anything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. That's what I think. Place a clock, wall clock in the background. Okay, it's placing the wall clock. Okay, I'd say it's good. Hmm. I think I'll give it 6 out of 10. Not great, but good. Uh,
This
give
Gemini
me.
Studio you're using is on website. No, I'm trying on my mobile,
Uh,
but it is not changing anything. It's just
maybe no. It works on phones as well.
it is
I think.
refusing like I can't do this.
Okay, maybe try it on laptop as well. Let's
Okay.
see. Give me side view of the face. So this was a pretty advertised feature. Okay, it gives us side view, but it's not very proper out of it. Right. Let me run it again. See if it's able to do again. It is trying. That's what I can say. Okay, I would say it's trying well. Okay, okay. Another good example I saw on Twitter is like, give me an illustrated comics comics character out of this. So it will be very good for creating some thumbnails or good illustrations for PPTs or stuff, but it is not the same person. Okay, ऐसे मत करो. Maybe the prompt we can change it. Okay, make a illustrated comic.
Make an
uh,
animated version of me.
make a हाँ वैसे बोल सकता है. So giving right prompts is also an art. Let's see. It is trying, but it's not.
Yeah.
See, इसका quality बहुत अच्छा था ना इसके quality से. So this was
Ah.
very good. So these are some, but it is doing, and I think in probably then in for upcoming models you can maintain the consistency of these generations, this face, maintaining the consistency of the face, facial expressions. So pretty good stuff. I can use Gemini a lot for thumbnail generations actually. This though I have downloaded. This is the thumbnail of this meet. I am going to upload it. So yes, exciting stuff. I'll probably make a good tutorial around how to use Gemini 2.0 and upload on YouTube because this is so exciting. Lot of people need to know how to use these tools. So today's session was a very productive session. Got to know about a lot of things, how people are using their AI tools.
Did you buy Gemini full version?
Oh no, I have not bought Gemini. They have put their image generation model up for use currently, experimental version. So they'll keep it open for some time until they close it.
Okay.
Some first time I used also I couldn't use it. I think now after 1 or 2 days I tried again. It was working. So maybe sometimes it doesn't work on some accounts. Maybe. So we use many tools today. We use Perplexity. Perplexity is good at searching real-time information. So that for that Perplexity is like a search engine on AI. So that it does very well. And so I'm going to use Perplexity a lot from now on for browsing and stuff. And we also use Gemini 2.0 for image generation, which is also pretty great. So good two AI tools, and hope all of us can also try doing some work with AI coming going together. So that will be a good output of these meets. And in coming meets also, we will discuss these latest tools, latest AI features that are coming every uh, every week. So yes, so will not take much time today. It's already 10:15. So thanks everyone for joining. We will. Anyone wants to ask something? Anyone wants to give some suggestions? Uh, some things, some use cases that they want to use or utilize or want us to brainstorm on. Well, more than welcome.
संकल्प मेरा वो पिक्चर अपलोड नहीं हो रहा है
किसमें
गूगल एआई का जो टूल्स अभी यूज
जो
किए गूगल एआई स्टूडियो में
विच कौन सा एक्सटेंशन मतलब जेपीजी है कि पीएनजी इमेज है कि क्या है
जेपीजी है
जेपीजी तो हो ही जाएगा अप अप
अभी
आर यू
जैसे
यूजिंग
आपका
हाँ
फेस
हाँ हाँ
ये ना वो
हाँ
कैसे हुआ और एक बार कर दीजिए
ओके
मेरा शायद सिस्टम एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर रहा है या कुछ
so there are okay so okay, this is not even Google AI Studio. You go to Google AI Studio, open it, right? You make sure the model is Gemini 2.0 image generation. फिर तभी वो accept करेगा, ठीक है? Output format is images, right? And you go here, right? And upload image करके आप upload कर सकते हो, या फिर you can copy paste the image also here, ठीक है? So I go to upload image, right? And I take an image, I open it, it is uploaded here. Then I can turn it into Batman.
ओके
मजा आ रहा है क्या करने में ये? अरे
बहुत मजा आता है इसका दो दो तीन तो मैं यूज भी की हूँ लाइक
हाँ,
वो
so
इसका
it's a
एक
good play, good tool, and actually for we'll use it for our thumbnail creations. This
हाँ थंबनेल क्रिएशन में भी बहुत अच्छा टूल्स है
अपन कर लेंगे ये. So this is something we will very regularly use in our workflows. तो
थंबनेल
अच्छा है
के लिए
हमको.
मैंने और एक ठो भी टूल्स यूज किया था वो भी बहुत अच्छा था
ओके, क्या नाम था उसका?
मैं उस दिन सर्च कर रही थी मेरे को अच्छा लगा मैं लिखना भूल सर्च करके बताती हूँ इसका नेक्स्ट टू जो है वो भी अच्छा है स्ट्रीम रियल टाइम जो है उसमें भी बहुत अच्छा है मतलब आपको एकदम इन फ्रंट में कोई सर जैसे पढ़ाते हैं वैसे वैसे लगेगा
हाँ, this is something stream मतलब you can share your computer screen
स्क्रीन
and
हाँ
talk to Gemini, right?
right.
Yes, there was a very good tool ये भी अपन कर सकते हैं.
वो
तो
भी बहुत अच्छा है
उसमें
उसमें मतलब
ये शो Gemini है. अच्छा
शेयर योर
नहीं,
स्क्रीन
share your screen है.
हाँ
You
शेयर
share
योर
the
स्क्रीन है
screen. or we go here. Okay, we go to allow this time. Okay. So I go here. So there was a pretty cool thing. Suppose I go to Canva and I want to create something. Okay. So are you all able to listen to the audio, that the AI audio? Is everyone able to listen to AI audio?
Yes.
Bhavani?
हाँ हाँ.
Okay. Santosh?
No, I can't hear.
Okay. This is just one thing. I want to create a uh, poster for recruitment. So help me how to do this in Canva.
I tried Canva, but it is giving in wrong font sizes, alignment. Once the poster is created, you can't edit it like you can edit the Canva templates.
No, Canva is good at creating these
It
designs.
creates it maybe
Hmm.
basic poster.
Hmm.
So there are some ready-made templates available on
Hmm.
Canva.
Hmm. Hmm.
Just take any and pay the money for 1 week to use that. Mostly some are free. If you're
Hmm.
limited, you're choosing the limited option,
Ha,
then
ha, ha.
yeah,
Now they have put everything behind a paywall.
yeah.
So
Okay, that is
earlier,
also fine. Like 50 rupees or
hmm,
60 rupees, they may ask.
hmm.
But those are easy to edit. But the
Hmm.
AI generated images in Canva is not editable.
Okay, the AI generated things. We were trying to use the stream real time option. So what it does is, okay, I think, one second, if I share, I maybe didn't share it properly. Mm-hmm. Okay, so what I was trying to do is that the stream real time. Okay, start a new stream. So so I okay. So hi, are you able to listen to me?
Yes.
Is everyone able to listen to the AI?
No, only you.
अच्छा, तो वो एआई का वॉइस सबको नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है ना?
हाँ, एआई का वॉइस नहीं आ रहा आपका.
But it was pretty cool. I think I'll probably share it
हाँ,
in a
मैंने
video
यूज
or something.
यूज किया
Hmm.
है.
So what it's able to do is that it's able to see my screen and it's able to guide me कि which template should I choose, what should I type on, and when should I type.
हम्म.
So it was giving those instructions, but
हम्म.
it was not audible in the presentation. So okay, cool.
मतलब लाइक ए टीचर, मतलब आप एक
हम्म.
टीचर स्टूडेंट जैसा फील होगा, मतलब आप करोगे तो
अरे
आपको
हाँ,
गाइड करता है.
अरे आप कैपकट ओपन कर सकते हो और उसको पूछ सकते हो कि मुझे ये करना है, तो हाउ डू आई डू,
हाँ,
तो वो एग्जैक्टली बता देगा कि आपको कैसे करना है.
कैसे करना है.
मे बी मैंने इतना यूज नहीं किया है, बट आई हैव सीन सम वीडियोस कि दे आर डूइंग गुड थिंग्स.
और नहीं, मैं 2-3 दिन से खाली इसी एआई पे.
नहीं, इसके ऊपर अपन एक वीडियो बनाएंगे, ठीक है?
हम्म.
तो आप वो वर्ड फाइल आपने काम किया क्या उस पे, तो उसको एक एक फीचर्स का कुछ बना लो.
हाँ.
उसमें केस मतलब क्या क्या अपन फीचर्स या फिर एडवांटेजेस और केसेस जो हम उसमें पूछ सकते हैं, प्रॉम्प्ट्स
हम्म.
क्या डाल सकते हैं, जैसे मेक इट
आज
ए सुपरमैन,
आज ही
मेक द
पता चल
बैट्समैन.
गया, सुपरमैन बना सकते हैं
अरे
या थंबनेल
हाँ,
क्रिएट कर सकते हैं.
अरे ये यही सब करेंगे. इसी को लेके एक अच्छा सा वीडियो बनाएंगे और उसको यूट्यूब पे छोड़ेंगे, तो दैट विल बी समरी ऑफ दिस
हाँ, मैं आपको बोल
AI
रही थी कि
सिस्टम।
जैसे फेस हैप्पी फेस को सैड फेस कर सकते हैं। अब
हाँ
फेस
हाँ हाँ हाँ
फेस डाउनलोड करना होगा तो फिर वो भी ट्राई करने बनेगा। अभी इमोजी का
एग्जैक्ट।
हो पा रहा है बस।
हाँ अच्छा अच्छा। नहीं फेस पे भी कर रहा है वो। आई हैव सीन सम वीडियोस जिसमें वो फेस को भी एक्सप्रेशंस चेंज कर रहे हैं ना उसमें। तो
हाँ बट
जेमिनाई पे आप हम भी और थोड़ा काम भी करेंगे। देखते हैं
हाँ
कि कैसे कैप प्रॉम्प्ट्स को कैसे यूज कर सकते हो टू मेंटेन दोस थिंग्स। तो यस, probably we'll end the session here. Hopefully सबको कुछ मतलब मजेदार चीज देखने में मिली होगी। हाय पीयूष, भानु, व्हाट वाज योर एक्सपीरियंस? आप मोस्टली ऑब्जर्व कर रहे थे। भानु, हाउ वाज योर, व्हाट इज योर ऑब्जर्वेशंस? पीयूष, यू आर देयर?
हाँ,
तो यू आर
एक्चुअली
एबल
इट
टू
वाज
फॉलो, यू आर एबल टू फॉलो कि क्या कर रहे थे अब?
हाँ हाँ, सब समझ में आ रहा था कि कैसे हो रहा है, क्या हो
हाँ,
रहा है, क्योंकि
अरे ट्राई
उतना तो मैं
करना।
एआई यूज नहीं किया हूँ, लेकिन
हाँ
हाँ, मजा
तो
आ रहा था
मजा
बहुत।
मजा आ रहा है ना, इसीलिए कर रहे हैं, मजा तो आ रहा है इसीलिए
हाँ,
कर रहे हैं। और तुम घर पे भी ट्राई करना कभी, कल ही संडे है तो ऐसे टूल्स यूज का पता नहीं कब तुमको यूज में आए।
आ जाएगा, हाँ करेक्ट।
ऐसे
पता तो
बिकॉज
होना चाहिए कि ऐसा भी होता है करके।
हाँ हाँ, ऐसे ऑप्शंस हैं, ऐसे टूल्स अवेलेबल हैं। और यस, तो ओके, विल प्रॉब्ली एंड द सेशन। मजा आया, बहुत मजा आया चीजें करने में। और अपन ऐसे एआई के सेंटर्ड अराउंड चीजें ज्यादा करेंगे, क्योंकि आज के दिन में आपको अदर एजुकेशंस आर वेरी इजी टू गेट, बट एआई के अराउंड एजुकेशन मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है, क्योंकि नॉट एवरीवन नोस। और चीजें इतने ट्रेंडिंग और एवरीडे न्यू फीचर्स आ रहे हैं ना, तो मजा आ रहा है वो सब चीजें देखने में। तो यस, अनदर एक्साइटिंग डे टुडे। और थैंक्स एवरीवन फॉर ज्वाइनिंग। Good night. Bye. Bye.
बाय,
बाय गुड
गुड
नाइट।
नाइट।
Bye.
बाय
Bye
बाय, गुड
Santosh.
नाइट।
Bye Santosh. Bye Piyush. Bye Rudra.
बाय।